Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the CIGMAN CM-S05. So I've previously been sent a couple different products from CIGMAN, and they were nice enough to reach out and send me one of their new laser levels here to test out. So we're going to do a quick unboxing, and then I'm going to go over some of the features that this laser level has. So one of the big things that I like about CIGMAN is their attention to detail when it comes to their packaging. So they always make sure that any of their products are in a heavy duty package, which is great. So if you're using this on a job site, you have a ton of protection. So this is a hard shell case here that the laser level is coming in. And it has a built-in foam cushioning that packages all the items inside of the case here and stops them from having the ability to move around and smack against each other, causing damage to the laser level. So we're just going to look at some of the internal packaging here quick before we actually jump into the laser level. So like other CIGMAN laser levels, it comes with 2 rechargeable batteries, which is awesome. So you can run all day long and operate this laser level and not worry about running out of battery, because you have the remote here, which is going to allow you to set up the laser level and turn it on and off. So if you've got the laser level set up exactly where you need it, and say you need to run to the store or take a break or something, you can shut down the laser level instead of leaving it running while you leave the job site. You have the guide here, which allows you to tone in the laser level and get it set for accuracy. It comes here with the USB-C charger, as well as the guide here. So this allows you to attach directly to a steel stud, or you can mount the stud bracket to a wall, or if you have a telescopic pole, you do have the option as well to attach this directly to the pole. And it has a guide here for a bunch of small adjustments, which is really nice. So it looks like you're running up for 1 inch to 2.5 inches here. So if you really need to fine tune in that adjustment, you can use this guide here. So now that we've looked at the accessories, let's take a look at the actual laser level here. So this is pretty light, which is nice. The previous CIGMAN laser level I have also is very lightweight. So that's a big bonus. You don't have a big bulky laser level. So with the battery on here, this is nice. It's got a pretty large digital screen here, and it's got a X and Y axis. So this is going to show you whether you're coming in or out of plumb, which is nice. So if you have this on a telescopic pole, or say attached to a steel stud and you bump it, it'll let you know when you've come out and what your degrees are actually at for the X and Y axis here. So on the top of the laser level here, you're going to have 3 buttons: your power, your horizontal, and your vertical. The cool thing with this screen here is you'll see the engagement here for all 3 of the lasers that are on. And when we shut down the horizontal, you can see directly on the screen that it's shutting off. And when we do our verticals, you can see we're switching between the rotations here for it. And we've got all 3 back on. And for the final one here, we can do the light brightness adjustment, and it brings it into a strobe mode here. And if you hold in this top button here, this will shut the laser level off also for you. So now, after testing out a couple tools by CIGMAN, one of the big things I've noticed about this company is their innovation. So all the tools that they have, they try to make these more innovative than some of the other manufacturers that are releasing very similar tools. So with this laser level, one of the coolest features it has is a setting that allows you to turn the lasers on and off just by gesturing. So when you've got this set up on a telescopic pole or attached to a steel stud, and you want to turn on or off one of the different laser lines, instead of having to hold in the button and turn that line off or turn the line on, and causing you to come out of level for where you've set that up. If you turn on that function when you start, you can actually adjust the laser lines on and off just by waving your hand over top of the laser level. So the way that this would work is when we turn on the laser level, we're going to hold in the V button here. So what we'll do is we've got the laser level on, and we're just going to allow it to get centered here. We're going to hold in the V, and we're going to see now this little tiny symbol here on the top of the screen there. So as we wave our hand over, we're disengaging the lasers here. So it looks like going on and off. There we go. So because I have this set up in the base here, it's a little bit harder to figure out which direction I need to pull my hand to shut them on and off, but it looks like going front to back is going to disengage the top laser, and going left to right will disengage the bottom two laser lines. So now that we've kind of gone over what's in the case and some of the main functions here, some of the specs for this. So this, like similar laser levels from CIGMAN, you can actually operate this through the app as well. But unfortunately, if you are in Canada right now, the app does not function in Canada. But if you're based in the US, you've got the option to use the app. So if you're using the app, you can control the laser from 50 meters in distance. If you're using the remote, you've got the option to control from inside of 30 meters. The laser level is also a 12-line laser level, so you've got tons of variations here that you can set up depending on what you're working on. So the laser level also is a IP54 rating for dust and water, which is great. So if you're working in a very dusty site, or if you get caught out in some rain, the laser level can take that. On the digital screen here on the right, you're going to show your battery indication. So both batteries fully charged, you're going to get about 52 hours of runtime if you've got both of them fully charged up. So for a quick glance, this laser level is definitely top notch, and the price currently through the website for them is only $266. So when you're looking at some of these higher end brand names like Milwaukee, DeWalt, or Makita, this is definitely packing a huge punch for the price against those manufacturers. So I'm going to put a link in the description of the video where you can get more information on this laser level. But if you do have any other questions right now, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.